Jupiter is marking its way through Taurus, getting closer every day to Uranus, which has been in Taurus since 2018. While at this very moment Jupiter is already forming a conjunction with Uranus, as it is only 7 degrees away, the exact conjunction will occur on April 20th at the 21st degree of Taurus. This conjunction is the first to occur since May of 1941, hence most of us are not familiar with it firsthand. Just as natal planets indicate specific abilities focused on particular life areas, transiting planets reveal temporary energies available to be utilized during certain periods in specific realms. Uranus symbolizes drastic transformations that disrupt our daily life, pulling away from the usual and predictable paths delineated by Saturn. Likewise, Uranus embodies wit and the spontaneous emergence of knowledge, which is revealed intuitively in a true aha moment. This fusion of Uranus with Jupiter, the planet of expansion, could signify a vast expansion of a unique and exceptional energy, facilitating access to a renewed state of consciousness and consequently to a significant and considerable change in the area of life where this conjunction takes place. The union of Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus redefines our connection with the material world, proposing new perspectives. This planetary alignment invites us to explore and understand a range of spiritual and material dimensions in our life. As mentioned, Jupiter, known as the great benefactor in astrology, is the planet of expansion, luck, and growth. Its influence tends to enlarge and exaggerate the characteristics of any sign or planet it encounters. In this case, the presence of Jupiter in Taurus amplifies our pursuit of security, comfort, and pleasure in the tangible and material. Uranus, on the other hand, is the planet of rebellion, innovation, and unexpected change. Its energy is disruptive and tends to break structures and routines to free us from the obsolete and lead us towards the new. The presence of Uranus in Taurus challenges our conceptions of security and possessions, pushing us to reconsider and renew our relationship with the physical world. When Jupiter and Uranus meet in conjunction in Taurus, a unique fusion of expansion and revolution occurs in the realm of the material. This can manifest as a strong need for freedom and exploration in areas related to resources, values, and self-esteem. We might feel compelled to innovate in the way we generate and use our resources, or experience a sudden change in our source of income or in the way we perceive and value our possessions. The conjunction can trigger a profound transformation in our relationship with matter, pushing us towards more liberated and expansive ways of interacting with the physical world. It can be a time of significant personal discoveries and advances in fields related to nature, ecology, finance, art, and anything that requires a solid and practical foundation, but with a new approach. Taurus is associated with resources in the broadest sense, not just economic or material, but also personal, such as skills, talents, and everything that contributes to our security and well-being. When we talk about the conjunction of Jupiter with Uranus in Taurus, and considering this broad interpretation of resources, we are discussing a potential expansion and a sudden innovation or change in our resources. This could mean the discovery or creation of new resources, or a new way of understanding and utilizing the resources already available. It could be a new skill we discover in ourselves, a new source of income, or even a new perspective that makes us value what we already have in a different and more liberating way. Let's now explore the meaning of this conjunction through the astrological houses. This conjunction in the first house can provoke a strong desire for freedom and individual expression. You may experience radical changes in your appearance, attitude, or the way you present yourself to the world. It is a time of self-discovery, of breaking away from old identities and experimenting with new ways of being. If the conjunction occurs near the degree of the cusp of the first house, this marks a period of significant personal transformations and expansion of individual identity. The first house, also known as the ascendant, is related to self-expression, physical appearance, initial attitudes, and the way we initiate actions and respond to our environment. The conjunction of Uranus and Jupiter in this position can manifest in various ways. You might feel a strong impulse to change your physical appearance in ways that are more aligned with your current sense of freedom and individuality. This could translate into a new style of dressing, a new health regime, or even more drastic changes like body modifications. The combined influence of Uranus and Jupiter could inspire you to take a new path in life, one that is more authentic and aligned with your true self. You might feel an increased need for independence and freedom, leading you to break away from all restrictions or patterns. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and luck, can increase your confidence and optimism. You will feel more willing to take risks and face new challenges, which can lead to significant opportunities for personal growth. Uranus brings the unexpected and the unconventional. During this period, you might encounter people or groups that challenge your way of thinking and introduce you to new perspectives and experiences. This conjunction in the first house enhances your need to express your individuality and to be true to yourself. You may experience a strong drive towards self-assertion and finding your unique direction of life. Under the influence of Uranus, you might intensely question who you are and how you present yourself to the world. This is a time of deep self-inquiry that can lead to significant revelations about your true self. It is important to remember that although this transit can be challenging and sometimes unsettling due to the rapid changes and the unpredictable nature of Uranus, it is also an extraordinary opportunity to grow, expand, and reinvent yourself in ways that are more aligned with your true essence and life purposes. In the second house, the conjunction could indicate significant changes in your financial situation or in the way you value your resources and talents. There may be an innovation in the way you generate income or revaluation of what you really consider valuable and secure. If the conjunction of Uranus and Jupiter in Taurus occurs near the cusp of the second house, this transit signals a period of significant changes and expansion in themes related to personal resources, values, and self-esteem. The second house is associated with material possessions, money, personal talents, and what we value. The influence of Uranus and Jupiter in this position can manifest in various ways. Uranus brings unpredictability, so you might experience sudden fluctuations in your financial situation. This could be in the form of unexpected gains or unusual expenses. Uranus energy urges you to question and review what you truly value, which can lead to a significant change in your priorities and the way you manage your resources. The combined influence of these planets can inspire you to explore new ways of generating income, possibly through emerging technologies, unconventional investments, or unique entrepreneurial initiatives. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, so its presence in the second house can indicate a period of growth regarding your material resources. You could find new ways to increase your income or discover talents that can be monetized. The conjunction can bring a strong desire to free yourself from financial restrictions and find ways to live that provide you with a greater sense of freedom and independence. The second house is also related to self-esteem and self-worth. The influence of these planets can lead you to a new understanding of your personal worth, independent of your material possessions. While Taurus and the second house are usually very linked to the material, the presence of Uranus might trigger a process where you find yourself seeking satisfaction in aspects of life that are not purely material, thus redefining what security and comfort mean to you. It is important to note that while Jupiter tends to protect and bring benefits, Uranus can make the changes abrupt or unexpected. The key during this transit is to remain flexible and open to new opportunities and ways of thinking, especially concerning finances and personal values. In the third house, the conjunction could lead to sudden discoveries or innovation in the way you communicate or think. It could be an expansion in your network of contacts, new skills in handling technology, or revolutionary ideas that you wish to share. If the conjunction of Uranus and Jupiter in Taurus occurs near the cusp of the third house, this transit foretells a period of significant transformations and expansion in areas related to communication, learning, siblings, neighbors, and short trips. The third house also governs our rational mind, the way we think and process information. The influence of Uranus and Jupiter in this position can manifest in various ways. You might discover new and revolutionary ways to communicate, which could lead to use of advanced technologies or the adoption of unique communication styles. Uranus brings originality, while Jupiter expands these new forms of expression. This is an excellent period to study and learn, especially unconventional subjects or emerging technologies. Jupiter encourages us the expansion of the mind, and Uranus brings an interest in the new and different. You may experience unexpected changes in your relationships with siblings, neighbors, or close companions. Uranus can bring surprises or unexpected twists, while Jupiter seeks to improve and grow from these experiences. The conjunction may prompt an increase in short trips, which could be both physical and mental. These journeys can be geographical but also explorations of new ideas or interests. Uranus in the third house drives the expression of your true self through your words and thoughts, while Jupiter expands your confidence to share your unique vision with the world. These transits promotes a greater openness of mind, helping you break away from old beliefs and adopt new perspectives. Jupiter's influence favors tolerance and understanding, while Uranus encourages original and independent thinking. Uranus can cause some instability or unexpected changes in your daily routine, while Jupiter helps you find meaning and purpose in these changes, encouraging a more adventurous approach to everyday life. It's important to remember that although the changes introduced by Uranus can be sudden and even disruptive, the purpose behind them is to free you from all ways of thinking and communicating that no longer serve you. Jupiter, for its part, helps you find joy and growth in this process of change. Being open and adaptable to new ideas and ways of connecting with others will be key during this transit. In the fourth house, this influence can manifest as drastic changes in your domestic environment or family relationships. There might be an unexpected move, renovations in the home, or a new approach to family life. If the conjunction of Uranus and Jupiter occurs near the cusp of the fourth house, these transits sign as a period of significant changes and expansion in the themes related to home, family, emotional roots, or in private surroundings. The fourth house is also linked to property, emotional security, and our inner foundations. The influence of Uranus and Jupiter in this position can manifest in various ways. You might experience unexpected and sudden changes in your housing situation. This could include moving to unusual or innovative places, significant renovations that transform your current living space, or a sudden desire to live in a less conventional manner. Jupiter in the fourth house can bring expansion to your family life. This could manifest as the arrival of new family members, an improvement in family relationships, or the opportunity to reconcile with distant relatives. Uranus encourages the release of old family patterns or dynamics that no longer serve you. It can be a time to break away from traditions or family expectations, allowing you to establish your own rules and emotional structures. The fourth house represents our roots and emotional security. Under the influence of Uranus, you might experience revelations or changes that alter your perception of security and stability, while Jupiter helps you find a new sense of belonging or expand your concept of home. This transit may stimulate a renewed interest in your family history or roots. Jupiter amplifies the desire to understand, while Uranus can reveal secrets or bring to light surprising information. The conjunction may inspire you to build new foundations for your life, both literally and metaphorically. You may feel motivated to create a domestic environment that better reflects your individuality and current beliefs. Even within the context of family and home, Uranus drives you to seek freedom and independence. You might find innovative ways to balance your security needs with your desire for space and autonomy. It is important to remember that although this transit may bring some instability or restlessness to your domestic life, its ultimate purpose is to allow you to live more authentically and free from outdated emotional or physical restrictions. Jupiter, on the other hand, ensures that these changes contribute to your personal growth and expansion, leading you toward a greater understanding and acceptance of your roots and your place in the world. The conjunction in the fifth house can bring a burst of creative and romantic energy. You might experience unexpected romance, discover new hobbies, or find new ways to express your individuality and creativity. If the conjunction of Uranus and Jupiter occurs near the cusp of the fifth house, it signals a period of significant transformation and expansion in the areas related to creativity, romance, children, pleasure, and personal self-expression. The fifth house deals with what brings us joy, pleasure, and the expression of our most authentic self. The influence of Uranus and Jupiter in this position can manifest in various ways. This is a time to experiment with new forms of artistic and creative expression. Uranus brings innovation and originality, while Jupiter expands and exaggerates this expression, leading you to explore avenues you had never considered before. You might experience sudden and exciting changes in your love life. Relationships that start under this transit can be unusual, liberating, and highly stimulating. However, the nature of Uranus can also make these romances somewhat unstable or unpredictable. If you have children, this transit may mark a time of significant changes in your relationship with them. Jupiter can help improve and expand these relationships, while Uranus can bring surprises or revelations. You may discover new ways to enjoy and spend your free time. Uranus urges you to try things out of your norm, while Jupiter ensures that these new experiences are enjoyable and enriching. The fifth house also governs gambling and speculation. Under the influence of Uranus and Jupiter, you might feel more inclined to take risks, both in love and finances. However, it's important to be cautious and not to get carried away by excessive optimism. Since the fifth house is also related to offspring, this transit could bring unexpected news or events related to children or pregnancies. This is a powerful period for discovering your true self and expressing it into the world. The conjunction in the fifth house encourages living in accordance with what truly makes you happy and satisfied, freeing you from all restrictions and embrace your uniqueness. It is important to remember that although Uranus can bring sudden and sometimes destabilizing changes, its purpose is to free you from what no longer serves you and help you live more authentically. Jupiter, on the other hand, brings a sense of expansion, optimism, and growth to these changes, helping you find joy and meaning in them. This transit can be an exciting time of personal growth and exploration of pleasure and creativity. In the 6th house, this conjunction can signify innovations in your daily routine or radical approaches to health and work. It could be a good time to adopt new health habits or to significantly change your work environment. If the conjunction of Uranus and Jupiter occurs near the cusp of the 6th house, this transit foretells a period of significant transformations and expansion in the areas related to work, health, and daily routines. The 6th house deals with work life, habits, daily duties, and physical well-being. The influence of Uranus and Jupiter in this position can manifest in various ways. There may be unexpected changes in your work environment or in the nature of your job. Uranus brings new technologies, methods, or ideas that can revolutionize the way you work, while Jupiter expands opportunities and promotes professional growth. This transit can prompt you to review and modify your health habits and daily routines. You may feel inspired to adopt a new exercise regime, change your diet, or explore alternative ways to improve your well-being. You might find that your attitude towards work becomes more flexible and open to change. This could include an interest in more flexible schedules, remote work, or seeking a job that offers more variety and freedom. The dynamics with your coworkers may change, possibly in unexpected ways. Jupiter tends to improve relationships and foster collaboration, while Uranus can bring new people into the work environment who challenge the status quo. The 6th house is also related to service. The influence of these planets may lead you to seek innovative ways to help and serve others, possibly through your work or daily activities. While Uranus may bring some instability or unexpected challenges, it also offers the opportunity to free yourself from restrictive or unsatisfying work situations. Jupiter, on the other hand, promotes a sense of optimism and confidence, helping you navigate changes positively. During this transit, your ability to pay attention to details and improve efficiency in your daily tasks may increase. Jupiter expands your awareness and ability to see the bigger picture, while Uranus stimulates you to innovate and find new solutions to old problems. It is important to remember that although the changes introduced by Uranus can be sudden and sometimes destabilizing, their purpose is to push you towards greater authenticity and freedom in your work and personal life. Jupiter, on the other hand, ensures that these changes are aligned with your personal growth and expansion, helping you find greater meaning and satisfaction in your work and daily routines. In the 7th house, this conjunction suggests significant transformations in your personal and professional relationships. You might experience unexpected changes in partnerships or a new way of understanding commitment and cooperation. If the conjunction of Uranus and Jupiter in Taurus occur near the cusp of the 7th house, this transit signals a period of significant transformations and expansion in the areas related to partnerships, contracts, marriages, and public relations. The 7th house also deals with our declared enemies, reflecting how we handle conflicts and associations. The influence of Uranus and Jupiter in this position can manifest in various ways. You might experience unexpected or liberating changes in your personal or business relationships. Uranus brings on energy of renewal and surprise, which could mean unusual new partnerships or a renewal in existing relationships. Jupiter expands these changes, promoting growth and mutual understanding. Your attitude towards commitment and associations might change, seeking greater freedom and fewer restrictions. This could apply in both personal contexts and professional ones. Jupiter brings opportunities for growth and expansion through your relationships with others. You might find that you connect with people from different cultures or backgrounds that open you to new perspectives and experiences. Uranus can stimulate novel and unconventional approaches to handling disputes or disagreements in partnerships, while Jupiter fosters fair and equitable resolutions, helping you find beneficial solutions for all parties. This may be a time to review and possibly renew existing contracts and commitments. Uranus' influence can reveal where changes or updates are needed, while Jupiter helps ensure that any new direction is beneficial and expansive. The conjunction can bring a desire for greater freedom and autonomy within relationships. This does not necessarily mean breakups. Instead, it might indicate adopting a more liberal or open approach in the way you relate to others. The 7th house is also related to significant encounters. Under this transit, you might meet people who have a profound impact on your life, transforming your view of the world and yourself. It is important to remember that although Uranus can bring a sense of instability or uncertainty to relationships, its purpose is to free you from connections that no longer serve you and help you find more authentic and satisfying relationships. Jupiter, on the other hand, ensures that these changes are positive, promoting growth, expansion, and mutual understanding in your associations. The conjunction in the 8th house can bring profound and sudden changes related to shared finances, intimacy, or psychological issues. It is a time for internal transformation and reevaluation of what you share with others. If the conjunction of Uranus and Jupiter in Taurus occurs near the cusp of the 8th house, this transit signals a period of deep transformations and expansion in areas related to regeneration, transformation, shared resources, intimacy, and metaphysical matters. The 8th house encompasses themes such as death, resurrection, and profound changes, as well as joint finances, inheritance, and debts. The influence of Uranus and Jupiter in this position can manifest in various ways. You might experience a period of intense change and personal renewal, similar to a metamorphosis, which leads you to free yourself from old ties and to be reborn in a more authentic form. There may be unexpected fluctuations in shared finances, such as joint investments, inheritance, or debts. Uranus can bring sudden or unexpected changes, while Jupiter seeks to expand and improve your situation through these changes. The conjunction in the 8th house may alter your approach to intimacy and close relationships, leading you to explore new ways of connecting emotionally and physically with others. You may find a renewed interest or expansion on metaphysical, esoteric, or spiritual topics, exploring areas like astrology, deep psychology, or mysticism. This transit offers the opportunity to confront and release old fears, traumas, or inhibitions, leading to greater emotional and psychological freedom. Although it sounds grim, the 8th house also governs near-death experiences and the concept of mortality. This transit may bring encounters with these themes, not necessarily in a literal sense, but as a way to confront and better understand the ephemeral nature of life. This could be a time of intense psychological self-exploration and therapy, uncovering hidden aspects of yourself and addressing subconscious or inherited issues. It is important to remember that although the changes brought by Uranus can be sudden and sometimes challenging, the purpose is to free you from past restrictions and foster growth and transformation. Jupiter, on the other hand, offers protection, luck, and a broader sense of possibility, helping to ensure that these changes are ultimately beneficial and lead to a greater understanding and empowerment in these profound areas of life. In the ninth house, the conjunction can indicate an expansion of your worldview or beliefs. You might feel a strong desire to explore new cultures, ideologies, or embark on higher education. If the conjunction of Uranus and Jupiter occurs near the cusp of the ninth house, this transit heralds a period of significant transformations and expansion in the areas related to higher education, philosophy, long travels, spiritual beliefs, and the exploration of foreign cultures and thought systems. The ninth house also deals with publishing, dissemination, and legal matters. The influence of Uranus and Jupiter in this position can manifest in various ways. You may experience a significant urge to explore new ideas, philosophies, and cultures. Jupiter encourages learning and expansion, while Uranus brings a desire to break away from traditional perspectives and explore uncharted territories. This transit may prompt long journeys or the exploration of places that transform your view of the world. Travels under this influence can be unusual or to unconventional places and are likely to have a profound effect in your understanding of life and yourself. You may find yourself questioning and revising your spiritual or religious beliefs and values. Uranus stimulates innovation and change, while Jupiter seeks a broader and more meaningful understanding. The conjunction in the ninth house can offer opportunities for higher education or learning that are unusual, innovative, or break from the traditional model. You might be attracted to unconventional fields of study or alternative learning methods. If you are involved in writing, teaching, or publishing, this transit can bring unexpected and successful opportunities to expand your audience or to publish your works, while Jupiter helps this find a wider audience. You might meet teachers, mentors, or spiritual guides who deeply transform your way of thinking and viewing the world. These relationships can arise unexpectedly and lead you down new paths of growth and discovery. The ninth house also governs legal matters. With Uranus and Jupiter here, you might face changes or expansions in these issues, which, although initially challenging, are meant to promote greater growth and understanding. It is important to remember that while Uranus can bring an energy of sudden change and sometimes disruption, its goal is to free you from all mental constructs and open you to new experiences and ways of understanding the world. Jupiter, on the other hand, provides protection, luck, and a sense of purpose and expansion, ensuring that the changes are ultimately for your benefit and growth. In the 10th house, this conjunction can lead to significant changes in your career or social status. It may be a time of unexpected recognition, but also of sudden changes in professional direction. The conjunction in this location signals a period of significant transformation and opportunities for expansion in an individual's professional and public life. Here is where the qualities of Uranus and Jupiter manifest in the realm of career and social status. Some possible manifestations of this conjunction in the 10th house could be that you might feel the impulse or find the opportunity to change your professional direction, perhaps towards a field that is more authentic or innovative, or that represents an expansion of your current skills. Uranus' influence could bring surprises in your career, such as sudden opportunities for advancement or public recognition. Jupiter, on the other hand, ensures that these changes are positive and beneficial. You could be inspired to introduce new ideas or technologies in your work area, leading innovative projects or starting your own business. This conjunction could signify a change in the way others see you, possibly as a result of your innovative efforts or changes in your career. Jupiter's influence tends to protect your reputation, ensuring that any change is ultimately for your benefit. Jupiter is also related to education and philosophy, so you might feel motivated to learn new skills, continue your education, or explore new philosophies that you then apply in your career. It is important to remember that although this conjunction brings with it the promise of growth and change, the exact way it will manifest depends on the individual details of your birth chart and how these planets interact with other elements in your chart. It is a time to be open to opportunities, but also to be prepared to adapt to the sudden and unexpected changes that are characteristics of Uranus. In the 11th house, the conjunction can lead to changes in your social circle or in your long-term goals. You might find new friendships or communities that resonate with your renewed ideas. If the conjunction of Uranus and Jupiter in Taurus occur near the cusp of the 11th house, this astral event highlights significant changes and opportunities for expansion in the areas of friendship, social groups, hopes, and long-term dreams. The 11th house is associated with friendship, communities, future goals, and benefits that come through network or social connections. It is also the house of ideas and aspirations, as well as the rewards for efforts made. When Uranus and Jupiter join in this part of the chart, you can expect that your social circle rapidly expands, attracting people from different walks of life or with unusual interests. These new connections can offer you fresh perspectives and unexpected opportunities. Uranus' influence may lead to a change in the dynamics of the groups you are involved with, or the formation of new groups or communities, especially those aligned with your ideas or future interests. Jupiter amplifies your desire and aspirations, while Uranus brings the spark of innovation, which can help you realize your dreams in ways you did not anticipate. It can be a time of significant breakthrough in achieving your long-term goals. Given the collective nature of the 11th house, this conjunction may awaken a strong interest in humanitarian causes or group projects aimed at improving society or the environment. Uranus in the 11th house emphasizes the need for freedom and authenticity in your interactions and goals. You may feel compelled to break away from conventional norms and express your true self, especially in social settings and within your future aspirations. It is important to consider while Jupiter brings growth and optimism, Uranus can introduce an element of unpredictability. Changes can be rapid and surprising, but generally aimed towards greater personal growth and the realization of higher ideas. This is a time to be open to new ideas and connections, keeping a flexible mind and willing to adapt to unexpected changes that may arise. And in the 12th house, this conjunction can indicate a period of introspection and internal change. It is a good time for self-reflection, meditation, and understanding unconscious aspects of your being. If the conjunction of Uranus and Jupiter in Taurus occur near the cusp of the 12th house, this transit represents a time of deep transformations, releases, and expansion in the areas of life related to the unconscious, spirituality, isolation, and endings. The 12th house is associated with the unconscious, places of retreat, hospitals, institutions, but also with spirituality, compassion, and redemption. It is a house that encompasses everything that is hidden, what ends, and what we sacrifice for a greater good. When Uranus and Jupiter join in this part of the chart, the influences can be subtle yet profound, manifesting in ways such as the awakening of deep intuitions and spiritual revelations. Uranus brings sudden enlightenment, while Jupiter expands the understanding and meaning of these experiences. You might experience a strong sense of connection with the whole or discover new spiritual paths that change your perspective on life. This transit may signal a time when you release emotional burdens, behavioral patterns, fears, or secrets that you have deeply guarded. It is a time for healing and release, allowing you to let go of what no longer serves you. Unexpected changes can arise from your unconscious, leading you to a profound transformation of your inner being. You might encounter revealing dreams, synchronicities, or coincidences that seem to guide you towards a new path. The 12th house also rules retreats and isolation. During this transit, you might find renewed value in solitude or need more time for yourself for reflection and meditation. It is a good time for spiritual practices or activities that connect with your inner self. Jupiter's influence can expand your sense of compassion and your desire to help others, especially those who are marginalized or suffering. The opportunity to get involved in charitable activities or volunteering may arise. It is important to remember that while Uranus can bring sudden or unexpected changes, Jupiter seeks to give meaning and growth through these experiences. The effects of this conjunction in the 12th house may not be immediately evident as they work on the subconscious, on the unconscious level, but eventually they can lead to a greater understanding of yourself and significant spiritual growth.